Why should you choose Ukraine over other countries? First of all, there are no legal restrictions concerning application of assisted reproductive technologies. First of all, this is surrogacy and donation. Secondly, this is PGD, which is forbidden in many countries. This is no age restriction. This is we can transfer more than one embryo, and all this makes Ukraine very attractive concerning a possible success of IVF program. No waiting list for ART program because we have commercial surrogacy, and not just commercial, we also have altruistic if the friend or relative of infertile couple wants to serve as a surrogate for them. But in general, there are no waiting lists. As soon as you apply to us, speak to us, we can offer you the several candidates to choose. By the way, if you already have some questions concerning organizational issues of reproductive programs in Ukraine or any other questions, you can start chatting them and I will answer them just as soon as I finish my presentation. The next point is low prices of high quality procedures. If we compare IVF prices in Europe or even in USA, you can see a great difference. Privacy is protected because you do it in another country, and we assign confidentiality agreement where we are not entitled to disclose any information about you. Experienced doctor with permanent practice. That is true, as I told you, many doctors go abroad for practical seminars and many of them have 10 or 20 years of experience. At least we work just with these very specialists. We also have American European standards of services, which presupposes very loyal and attentive attitude to and being all the time in contact with our client. High level of guest services, any hotel, car, all guest services to make life comfortable in Kyiv for the time you're here. And of course, we can organize a very nice leisure time for you. You can get acquainted with the culture, customs of Ukraine, cuisine, and it could be like a new traveling experience for you. What concerns peculiarities of assisted reproductive technologies in Ukraine? As I already explained, only gestational surrogacy is permitted, but the other point is that medical education are required. I mean, only infertile couple can apply for surrogacy. We cannot serve the woman who just does not want to be pregnant and carry a child. That's the first point you should understand. We also have requirements to donor and surrogates established on the legal level, which is very nice because not each country can fix that legally, but we have a special law concerning that. The other mandatory condition is that there has to be genetic link between child and one or both of parents. Also, all our legal relations are fixed by agreement. There are no oral agreements, there are no some oral conditions which will be surprise for you. Everything is fixed on the paper, which helps to minimize any unfavorable situation. Specialized companies or agencies, not clinics, are engaged into selecting surrogates, donor and legal support. This is absolutely true, and soon there will be special law on that, because the doctors shouldn't waste their time for some organizational or legal moments. They are medical specialists and they have to contribute all their efforts to guarantee that the program goes successfully and there will be pregnancy at last. The next slide, please. What we can offer to you in surrogacy and donation support services. First of all, consultation. They are free of charge. They can be obtained in distance by Skype, email, phone, etc. As you say. Because you have to be aware about absolutely all the details, and if our services or, for example, surrogacy and donation services are not okay for you and you feel that you are not ready to do it, it's absolutely okay. But you have to be aware before that, and after you get absolutely complete information, just after that you take decision, not before. Surrogate and donor matching, I will explain you later a little bit how we do screening process for them. Also, medical program supervision, I mean, we control all the medical tests, all the medical stages of the program, and email you or post that on the special personal page which each of our clients have. We will later I will tell you about our personal page. Surrogate supervision we already discussed, because one of our webinar participants asked about control of surrogates, so we have medical supervisor. I also will tell you a little bit later in detail. And of course legal services, because without skillful and qualified legal assistance it will be impossible to register the child with your names into the birth certificate and to transfer the child to your home country. Well, now we go to a personal page. You see here are different items where you can monitor the pregnancy of surrogates. First of all, there is embryo development. There is a pregnancy week. You can see the number 15 on this page, and there will be an information each week how the embryo develops, how your embryo or embryos develop. There's also surrogate diaries there, how she feels, what she did, what the doctor said, so you can obtain complete information from her specifically. There will be her pictures on different pregnancy periods. There will be all the medical tests translated into English will be posted there, all ultrasound pictures, so you can see your babies from the very beginning. Any additional information at your requirement also possible on this personal page. Of course, it has its password, so just you and us, because we post this information, will have access to this page. Well, as per requirements for becoming a surrogate, part of them are fixed by legislation, part of them are fixed by medical specialists, part of them are defined by our experience or some psychological advisors. First of all, there should be reproductive age, which is from 21 to 34. As Natalia already described you some medical criteria, I will not I will not detail them, because it's physical health, mental health, it's absence of unsuccessful pregnancy and child delivery, absence of medical contraindication for pregnancy and child delivery, no harmful habits, of course no criminal background, and also there should be psychological evaluation. These women actually gave her informed consent, that she was completely informed, she understands what will be her rights, what will be her obligations, what sacrifice, I mean that she should, her life, like steps being completely her life, because other people are already depending on her, she is carrying their child, and this is double responsibility. She also should be psychologically strong, she should be very responsible, very self-controlled concerning taking medication, following doctor prescriptions, going to the doctor. She has to be easygoing, I mean easy to contact, because for the 9 months surrogate and infertile couple become a small family. So there is a number of psychological features, and if we see the psychological, women can be perfect medically, perfect according to her age, but if she doesn't fit us psychologically, because she should sacrifice the part of her independence, because other life depends on her, and if she cannot do that, we don't work with her. Requirement for becoming an egg donor. It's more strict concerning hereditary diseases and genetic screening, what already Natalia described to us, and of course there are some psychological features sometimes which intended parents want to see, because there is a belief that genetic mother gives some character features to the children of intended parents. And maybe we could talk here about some language skills or music talents. Well, it depends on what the person wants. Well, and shortly I will describe your program overview. I mean how all the program, IVF, surrogacy program goes when you first come to us and when you leave the border with your child. First of all, consultation and correspondence. For how long we should do that is individual, but as I already told you, have to be aware about all the details. So that's why we're emailing, calling each other, and as soon as you are ready to come to us, we just schedule an appointment with you. The next stage is meeting with us in person, establishing our legal relation, concluding our agreements. It should take 1-2 weeks between the first stage and the second stage.